Hello, and I'm back again with another video. So soon? Well, yes. I need to catch up on posting my videos because I haven't been doing videos lately because I've been sick with the headaches that I always have, which I have a headache right now, but I'm just going to work my way through it. So, this particular story time is about the same daycare that I've been doing story times about, that I work for this daycare center for 3 years. And like I said, very unprofessional. Anytime you're working somewhere and you see some things that, you know, you swear not supposed to be happening, I've saw, I have saw, I have seen a daycare teacher slash my supervisor sit on a child. Well, even if the boy did have ADHD, and he was one of those problem children, I just don't think that was like professional, suitable for a grown woman to sit on him. And then she looks at me and says, "I'm not hurting him." Like, lady, don't tell me like I'm not like she was always used to throw out hints at me in front of a room full of people. Like I was gonna go back and tell the state board, the people that's the head boss of the daycare center, that she was doing wrong shit. Um, I wasn't a snitch, but for some reason she felt like, because and she was one of the ones, just like the head director of the daycare center, who used to try to kind of like make fat jokes at me or whatever. But even though I was big at the time, it would not have been hard for me to take her man. But let's move on. I digress. Um, this one particular day, my daughter had started a new daycare, and I had to leave my job, which was at a daycare, at a particular time. I had to leave at 2 o'clock so that I can get her, because the daycare closes. That daycare that I put my daughter in said they close around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I kept telling my supervisor, the one who sat on the child, I kept telling her, I said, I have to leave. I said, I don't want to have CPS called on me because I'm not there to get my child. And she just kept on saying, well, I don't know how to do ratio in order for you to leave who's going to take your spot to watch your 5 kids. I'm like, lady, at the end of the day, before I go to this job, I'm a mother and I have a daughter who I have to get out of daycare, and I cannot be here if this job all day. I'm going to have to leave. And she just kept on trying to make me stay longer. So I clocks out. And before I get ready to leave, after I clock out, she's like, I'm about to go run an errand. I have to run to the corner store in the daycare school bus and get some paper plates and some paper cups for the kids. I just need you to sit here for 10 minutes until I get back and watch the kids. Which these were about it was about 30 kids that she wanted me to sit in the main classroom of the daycare and watch. And so I sat there and watched them, but I was upset because when she got back, it was already 3 o'clock. It had turned 3 o'clock. She was gone for more than just 10 minutes. And I told her, I said, you is going to have to help give me an Uber so I can go get my daughter, because you had me to sit here and watch these kids, and I told you that I had to leave at 2 o'clock to go get my child. And so she helped me, but she got frustrated. The shit was funny because she had took her debit card and she called me an Uber. But she got frustrated because she was having a hard time trying to write in or type in her card information, some shit. And so, but I was upset. Even though I was late leaving that daycare, which was my job, to go get my own daughter, I called this old lady who lived in my apartment complex at the time, and I asked her, could she go get my daughter? And she went and got her for me. And, that's why it's good sometimes to have neighbors that look out for you like that. But she went and got my daughter for me, so even though I got back on my side of the town late, my daughter was already at my neighbor's house, and I went and got her and thanked the lady, because you never know when you're gonna need somebody. And even though that lady was kind of a smoker and whatnot, but at least she did go and get my child. But she used to smoke cigarettes like crazy. And honestly, my child really could not be around people who smoke cigarettes like that because my child has asthma. Still. But, like I said, not only was the daycare that I used to work for very unprofessional, very messy, and just only looked out for people who they want to look out for, they did not care about me or my child's well-being. Besides the fact that a tray of food was taken from my kid, and somebody in the daycare tried to stop my child from coming to tell me that another daycare teacher took a tray of food from her. But then they went on ahead and gave my child another tray of food because they felt like I was going to quit. Like, you damn right, you damn Skippy, I was going to quit. Because it's one thing I was being mistreated. Do whatever the fuck you want to do to me. Don't mistreat my child. I don't give a fuck. Period. But that lady, my supervisor, who was over me, this bitch made me late. So I told her she had to help me. You gonna help me get to my child. I don't care how frustrated you are typing in your card information, trying to call me an Uber. You're gonna help me because you had me sit there all that motherfucking time when you knew, and watching them kids, and you knew I had to leave. Because Ben had told her, I told her around 9 a.m. in the morning that I had to leave early because I had a responsibility. But for now, I'm about to end this video. I might come back later on with maybe a makeup tutorial or maybe a story time. But until then, y'all stay blessed.